There is a monitor. It's like this little camera system.
And your toilet.
And it takes a picture of your toilet and it analyzes.
You lost me at camera in toilet.
I have a I know this sounds weird. People laugh about it every time. We're fresh off IBS.
Yeah,
and
we're
when
IBS
I say
free.
That is not irritable bowel syndrome. That is, we in the real estate world, that is the annual International Builders Show. This year it was in Orlando. If you're in the business, and a lot of people ask me, they're like, well, why are you as a realtor going to a builder show like this? And so that's the first thing that I get a lot of times. And there's a bunch of reasons. I mean, everything we do is involving helping a customer make a decision about a house. And at this show, they have everything from remodeling to new trends to model homes, to the latest and greatest of everything. It's slightly overwhelming. And Brian, you went with me.
My
this
first
year.
time. You'd been before.
Yeah, I've been probably, I don't know, I'm guess 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
And I still get a ton of value out of it.
Yeah.
But it's overwhelming.
For sure. The first thing I noticed was that you were overwhelmed by the size of it.
Yeah.
I've got this great shot of you going in, and your reaction to seeing it. But my initial takeaway, apart from the size of it, because you go in, everybody's been to a convention center, like we've been to one, like locally or whatever, and you like it just keeps going. And the sizes of, you go to one at like the Toyota Center or something like that, and there's like little booths that are like 12 by 12 or something like that. These are like, people have built houses inside of this convention center. This place is like, it's more than an arena. It's enormous.
It's enormous. There's stats on it somewhere. If you go to the International Builders Show website, I think it's like 700,000 square feet or 1 million square feet. I mean, it's
every inch is covered.
Covered.
And my first takeaway after that was, how can there be that many different variations of windows? They all come in like various. They're all clear. And then apart from that, we saw one that they shot a log. They use a cannon to shoot. Who's that, Quaker?
Yeah, are we going to talk about that?
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Well, first of all, the sign, they drew us in. They clickbaited us right into the booth because it said that there was a missile.
Yeah.
Like a missile was launched at the window.
The word missile will drag you in.
So we get very excited. And so like you and I are like jumping up and down and we're like I'm thinking like shoulder fired RPG.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We had the vocabulary wrong.
No,
they meant like a missile projectile, like in a hurricane.
It feels intentionally misleading.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
though.
but it was cool. It was built for like Florida, like hurricane. If an alligator or frozen iguana flies through your window, it's not going to shatter the whole thing.
Yeah, and they did. I mean, the guy said, and it was cool because we got to talk to. The first guy did not want to talk to us.
No,
he saw the camera. And he was like, I am not qualified.
Yeah,
and he brought back, I believe, the CMO, like the chief marketing officer for Quaker Window Company. Great to talk. I mean, we got some great clips. But they are producing, if you're in those areas that have hurricanes and tornadoes, and that's going to be a worry. That could be a life or death situation, and they are producing. There's a window for, like you said, there's a window for everything.
There's a window for everything. Lance played with a 1,000-pound window that you could pull,
slide
open, Lux View.
Yeah.
They challenged you to a ping pong match.
Oh yeah, I did. The CEO, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I messed that one up. So yeah.
No, I think you lost politely.
Could you have won something?
Well, just
bragging rights,
beating the CEO of Lux Window. But I will tell you that it's a 1,000-pound sliding door. It's a massive. It's got to be 16-foot sliding door. And and the tracks and what they're doing, you can, I mean, it's incredible. There was another company that had another door similar to that was on magnetic levitation.
Yeah.
So they've got magnets in there that are allowing the door, one finger to slide back and forth.
Yeah.
The other thing to notate about that Lux window was the track. They had what's known as a zero entry track. And so they've got a special track system with a drainage system so that when you open the slider, you're not tripping over a 2-inch threshold.
Yeah, it was like reset.
They've got a built-in drain that then drains all of that water out to the sides. The engineering behind some of this stuff is absolutely incredible.
To a certain extent, it got disorienting for me to keep having to like reset my expectations, because you'll walk past. I mean, something like Windows. It's like I mean, no offense to any window manufacturer. It's amazing. I don't know what they do, but there's only so many windows you can see before you need to like reset with something like the Kohler Booth or Kohler block.
I don't know if we should find out somewhere if they ever release their budget number.
Yeah.
For building that. I mean, I don't know how much they spend on that booth.
Yeah.
Or if they really want the public to know. But I mean, $1 million? I mean, millions. Every single faucet display that they have functioning, like
running water,
full on shower,
yeah,
functioning. I mean, it's impressive.
I don't really know how to explain the scope without. I've got a bunch of video of it, but they have a private coffee lounge. In it.
Yeah, we got into the secret club.
Yeah, it's branded after some mythical cat.
Yes, it is a coffee. They've opened their own in Kohler, Wisconsin. They've opened their own coffee shop for all of the workers in their factories and production facilities that they have there.
Yeah,
and there was apparently a cat that ran around with some of the original foundry workers.
Foundry cat? Is that what it was
Foundry?
called? Foundry.
We're
cat?
gonna have to go back and
Yeah,
look at.
I don't remember.
Are you interested in the information?
Yeah.
About how much the booth they spend on it?
No way.
Oh,
get on the microphone there.
I love that you found this.
Okay, so it was a 15,600 square foot booth themed Step into Possibility.
Well, that's
It won Best of Show award for the 4th consecutive year.
Last year?
This year.
They already gave that away. Oh,
yeah,
sure.
this
Yeah,
year.
of course.
So, and the
Yes.
previous year. I'm not surprised
How could
because
they
it's
not?
overwhelming. Okay.
So the budget is not publicly disclosed.
I knew it.
But based on industry standards,
Sissies.
the fabrication and installation can cost anywhere between $50,000 and over $500,000.
No, not
it's
a-
on the higher
not a
end.
chance.
It's on the higher
Not a
end.
And they're
chance.
saying that a 15,000 square foot booth would be on the significantly high end.
There's no.
It's north of $1 million.
And a
It has to be.
2020 turnkey booth rental in Orlando starts at $20,000.
The space to
Yes.
be at the show.
Starts at
$20,000.
$20,000. And I'm
Okay.
guessing that's the one in the back, like where we went to was it Warm Board?
Yes.
Warm Board
yeah.
was like all the way in the Lance you're looking at this
I really like this Radiant Heat Company
Yeah.
warm board.
Yeah.
And what they're doing. They're actually manufacturing the subfloor for the builders. So a lot of the issue with Radiant Heat is, do you put the mats down? How do you get so that you actually send them your house plans? They are actually manufacturing an engineered system where they send you all of your subfloor and it has the grooves in it for the radiant heat piping. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they had one of the smaller booths in the back.
It was a pallet in the back next to an exit door. That's what it was. But the product is awesome.
So
but
the Kohler bit, there's no, okay. I'm just trying to think of, yeah. Okay. 500. That's a range that I love that you found some documentation out there. It's more,
Yeah.
it's more than 500,000. I got to tell you though, shout out to Kohler. I mean, we do in real estate, we talk about, sales training and being prepared with what you need to do when you speak to people, knowing what to say about a product that you have and stuff. The Kohler employees that are working at that booth, and I think you'll see this in some of these videos, are so freaking prepared, so good at what they do.
Friendly.
It's night and day. And I think that has a lot to do with why their booth wins like that. I mean, because yes, visually it's impressive what they have, but you could make a really impressive booth and then put a bunch of robots in there, and I'm not going to be impressed.
No.
You walk through and you talk about, they know their product, they know what to say, they're helpful, they approach you. Anyway, I mean, I got more out of sales training comparing that booth to another booth that we may or may not have gotten kicked out of. I mean, it was absolutely the opposite experience.
Yeah.
Another not to be named toilet manufacturer kicked us out of the booth.
Yeah,
I mean, coming up to no filming.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And the thought, not to be named. So not to be named.
I mean, I have some of those products in my building, and I just left pissed off.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Like,
what I thought was weird was this manufacturer of waste receptacles had what did they have? They had a clear. Is that too much information?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
no, but they did. Anyway, I get they didn't want us to film that, but they could have just said like, hey, no filming this one thing, and then talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Instead,
Hey, here's the
was
reason
like
we have
just
that. Yeah.
like DEFCON 5 violated an NSA issue at the White House.
All of their competitors are there. To be able to go and like see it, and they say no filming. Did they say no pictures? I don't know, but you can go look at.
It was just the delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, I get. So anyway, that's why Kohler's win. That's why they win.
I
That's why
agree.
they're win. I mean, it was just now. I
A
do have
stark
one
contrast.
issue with Kohler though, and I don't know,
Let's get real.
Lori. Okay, you know how everything now is a subscription. Okay, like how everything is a subscription.
I'm already angry.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Lori off camera. So, I mean, if you had to guess with Kohler and with toilets, like what possibly and it's possible they have found a way to make a portion of your toilet a subscription. Do you want to guess? Do you have any idea what we're talking about?
If you were to pay for a subscription service regarding your toilet, what would you hope that it did?
Self-cleaning?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that.
They do think they have changed the water. You said do.
Yeah, I did.
They have changed the water circulation in certain companies of this to do that. But no, here's the thing. Kohler is the part of their theme in the show, which was really cool, is not just being a bathroom and kitchen fixture faucet company, but a health and wellness of company. And so there is a monitor. It's like this little Kohler camera system.
And your toilet.
And it takes a picture of your toilet and it analyzes what is in there. It can detect your hydration levels or dehydration levels. And for, I don't know, it was $7 a month, $9 a month.
Yeah.
You can get a readout of how your body is functioning based upon what's happening I don't know.
You lost me at camera in toilet.
I have a Whoop band, okay? Like, and so I feel like the Whoop is doing what I need it to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I flat out was, mystified by this.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's a family plan. And then, too, it was a little bit like I wasn't expecting it. Like, I walked by the sign and I just looked at it at the exact second that it said, like, blood in the toilet.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we talking? And so anyway, health and wellness, it's a monitoring system for your toilet.
Yeah.
Even Kohler has a subscription plan.
Yeah, well, they were actually pretty cordial about that too. You pointed that out.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's how we get you. I'm like, okay, I appreciate the honesty.
I did it because
Go,
I was
please
just
bring-
like,
put the camera in my toilet.
I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
I tell you, that was one of the things I was not expecting. I was not expecting to walk into the Kohler booth and then leave there knowing that there's a subscription model for, I mean, God bless the recurring revenue model, but I don't need it. I don't know. I will say they have a sauna that is, oof. They do have a sauna.
There was a cool new
incredible.
sauna next to a cold plunge, so it was like they're diving all the way into the new wellness.
Geeking out on that part. Now that part of the health and wellness, providing the fixtures. Let's stick with the fixtures.
Yeah,
providing the fixtures there. Very very impressive. So yeah, that was Kohler.
yeah.
Should we just keep on the bathroom?
Yeah, we have a lot of toilet content about to come out.
But
It's a new era for the Kenmore team. There's a lot of
I mean, there was just so many things there. And now in the past, this was a new one for me. The thing about is how silent can you make things? Like how silent can you make the fan? So when you turn a fan on, it's like like the blades are hitting. And so we've had this huge revolution of silence. But apparently one company at the show, and I'm sure you're going to put a clip up because I don't remember the exact name, but
Revent.
they feel that we have become too silent. So say you're in the little half bath next to the living room and you're out there, you're at a dinner party and you're like, oh man, I gotta go. But the half bath is close to the main room. So you can't go. It's too quiet. You're worried people are going to hear you. So what did this company do? They purposely made a 2 stage fan that is louder. So it acts as it's being marketed as the privacy fan,
A noise cancellation bathroom fan. It's effectively like a white noise machine, I guess, right?
taken the Bose headphone technology, reinvented it, and put it in the bathroom.
So we laughed about it. We're laughing about it now. I mean, you want that.
Lori, do you want it?
I like it.
You
I'm not laughing. I like it.
Yeah. You're sold.
I like to get the initial reaction. Yeah, so like you just flip the switch, like privacy fan.
Yeah.
And you just get some. It's like a white noise maker.
Yeah.
It kicks on a little bit louder.
Yeah. Well, and not to go back to Kohler, but the one thing I just remembered was that $15,000, $13,000 toilet.
Oh, yes.
There's a toilet that's 13 grand.
I think there's one that's more.
There's
think
one
the
that's
that
more?
you're talking about is 20.
Which, I mean, at what point do you think you've gotten too much money? Even the house we were in this incredible new, what was it called? The
New American. I always say I don't think
American-
Dream is in there. I call it the New American Dream Home, but it's the New American like show home. It's the parade of home for builders. So you can imagine like you have local parade of homes and stuff, but this is like shows off all the new products and technology.
Yeah, and it had this elevator so in the driveway you drive on this patch of fake grass and then it's an elevator down to the bunker in their Florida basement.
Yes, and
which
then
is
you
rare.
drive the car off. It fits 8 cars, but you can't do like a 7-point turn to back it in. So of course there's a car carousel. I know of 2 of those in the Tri-Cities, by the way. Little fun fact, back to our local area. But you drive into this car carousel, and then it spins the car around for you so you can back right into your spot.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Is this like the episode of Modern Family where they couldn't get out of the house because the carousel and then they were hitting the cars? This is all I'm picturing.
I don't remember that one.
I don't know that episode. Do they?
So
is it
yes.
a car carousel.
Yes.
Who got the car carousel? Phil?
Well, I think
no,
no.
he couldn't.
I don't remember that one.
I think Mitchell and Cameron had gone to a high-end party and then they couldn't get out because of the car carousel.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to see this episode.
Yeah, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even that house only had 2 of these toilets.
Yeah, because then on the kids' rooms,
Yeah.
other bedrooms, we're not spending that type
No,
of money. Even
no.
that house, which was, I think, 16 mil or
Yeah.
something they were saying. So,
Even they drew the line at only having spent
I mean, it
$30,000
it
on two
had
toilets.
like a Bluetooth speaker that you could connect to so you could listen to your podcast. It had
From your toilet.
LED flashing lights down below.
It opens
had-
when you walk up to it.
Now, I will say the cheaper model had this as well. The foot sensor to lift and close the toilet seat. I stopped and demonstrated that a number of times because I was a little enamored by that. You just walk up and you just kick your foot to the side and then the seat goes up and then goes back down. So.
And you're in the process of building a home.
Oh yeah, we have a build going right.
So how
yeah.
are you getting the smart toilet, and where do you draw the line?
Well, it's not the $13,000 one, so I can tell you that much. However, I did leave there highly considering the foot the foot sensor one. It was a newer model that Kohler put out. Still expensive. I mean, but I think it dropped from like 13,000 to maybe 3.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
like
a lot less. And once
they had
again,
ones that were like 600.
those aren't going in like those might go in the primary bedroom. Those are not going in like the half bath, the guest bath. Sorry, guest. No. But it was very, very impressive.
Did we have anything? Was that all day one?
The other thing we saw day one, which I was super impressed with, was and remodelers will love this, or flips that you're doing, the garbage disposal.
Oh yeah.
So it's always a thing of where do you put the button for the garbage disposal? Because you either have to drill an extra hole in the granite or the quartz if you're putting in solid surface countertops, or you've got to get the wiring to a switch on the wall and the backsplash. And then the other part about it is you never know which one's the light over the sink and which one's the freaking garbage disposal. Everybody knows that game. Like, you hit the wrong one, and you're
Every
trying
time
to
on
turn a
showings.
freaking light on.
You'd imagine that when I'm showing houses that going to try to turn on the light above. So one is always the garbage disposal. One is always the light above the sink. And you'd imagine it's a 50-50 chance that I'm going to hit the light every once in a while. It's 100% garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal.
Scare the hell out
So
of
this
myself.
company has built this beautiful faucet, and on the opposite side of the handle, they've put the button. They've integrated it into the faucet, so you always know it's right there. Turn the water on, hit the button on the faucet. Brilliant, in my opinion. And you don't have to buy another air gap switch, and I mean, there's just a lot of benefits to it. I loved it. I thought that was super innovative, and we try to find these like little things because there's some things we see at the show that we're never going to bring back into production building or see maybe high-end customs, but there's a lot that you are going to implement or you're going to start seeing in the coming years. And I think that that faucet integration, it's clean too. It looks really nice and smooth.
We talk about this with sellers quite a bit, or the idea of selling a house quite a bit, that there are sort of small statement pieces like that about a listing that you could integrate into your home that will not be super, they're not crazy expensive, but they will make a difference because they will be a little worm that people remember.
Absolutely.
So little stuff like that, like, hey, remember the house with the cool faucet or
like people
$15,000 toilet.
People will ask me all the
Not that
time, like some simple stuff that we saw was like much like behind us, these acoustic wall panels.
Yeah.
There was 4 or 5 different booths, and now the colors that they're coming in, you can even get these textured acoustic wall panels, and you can now print an image on them.
Oh yeah.
So you have, not only do you have the texture, but you have an image. So you could order up a wall. You have a statement piece like that or a wall like that in a house, and someone walks through, like, it's not, tens of thousands of dollars, for a couple $1,000s, you can DIY that, put it in. And that's a statement piece where somebody showing houses, your everyday run of the mill production house, is not going to have something like that.
No.
And if done correctly and looks good, it will sell faster.
Yeah, and that seemed to me like at any price point, something like that could be kind of effective. But there were some features that would kind of lead me to maybe be suspicious of the owner. Like I mean, no offense by this because I think they were cool, but like if I go into a house and they have leather wrapped handles on their stairwell,
Okay.
they are cool, but I don't know that I relate to you if you have leather. Are you doing it? Am I insulting?
No, you're not
Okay, good.
insulting me, but this is one of those things where we decide if it is going to be a trend
Yeah.
or if it's going to fade away. It's so different.
You notice it.
You notice it right away because you go to walk up the stairs and you grab the handle. And I think it's just because it has never happened to me before.
Yeah.
I've never grabbed an upholstered stair railing handle. Lori, I mean, can you back me up here? Is it a never for you too?
Never.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got the place for you.
Yeah, it was a never. I mean,
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, this is leading edge, right? We come to the show to see these ideas. It looked nice, but you did like wonder, like I grabbed it, then I let go of it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I don't know what I'm grabbing.
Yeah.
But
It's
Did it feel like a steering wheel?
Yeah,
Like a leather
yeah.
steering wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good analogy to it for sure. So it's such a different look. I will say though, not the leather part that I enjoyed, but they inset that handrail, which is a little odd too.
Yeah.
They inset it into the wall. So going up the stairs,
And illuminated it.
it's like a cutout in the wall. And so you stick your hand in like almost into this dark thing, and then you're going up the wall. The cool part, I just think like practicality, like I'm like, oh, sweet. When I'm moving furniture, like there's no handrail sticking out that
Yeah.
I'm bumping into or anything. So movers
Pivot.
are going to freaking love this thing.
Yeah.
But it is a different look having that inset into the wall.
Is there a difference like in code for, because if I were falling, I wouldn't be able to grab it. You know, like, but my hand would hit the, I don't know.
Your hand would be like running down the wall.
Down the wall.
But you'd have to like, you'd have
And
to
then I'd
get
die.
that gap. Like, so in the fall,
Yeah, you'd have to be.
you got to like jam your hand in there.
You'd have
I
to-
never thought of that. About
Now
that
you've
part.
broken your hand.
And
It must.
no
be
one
the
will find
code.
me.
I mean, we saw it. It must be the code. But that,
guess.
I didn't think about falling.
yeah,
Hopefully, I don't.
That's
have to
all I think
Yeah.
about.
falling.
Going up and down the stairs, that's all I think about.
So
Falling.
yeah, that's Crazy Town.
Well, that's day one of our trip to the.
Did we just? We were gonna do. Is this 2 shows, or is
It
this
can be.
one
What do we got
show?
for time?
Like,
We got 30 minutes.
It's 8:54.
okay,
Should we
perfect.
just roll into 2?
Yeah, let's. I mean, yeah, we
What
can just
about-
roll into day 2.
What I see something here about Murphy doors. Is that important?
Oh, yeah, that was day one.
Holy smokes! Yeah.
Yeah, Murphy doors.
So normally you think of the company Murphy, and it's the bed that comes out of the wall. Well, they have kind of become, because I didn't see many other manufacturers. I mean, there are a lot of doors. I probably just didn't get to the right booth.
A lot
But
of doors.
like they've kind of become the standard for hidden doors. So the Murphy doors, they've got hidden bookshelves. They've got bookshelves instead of pivoting out of the wall, they got ones that with a remote control that slide. So the whole bookshelf like slides open. So speakeasy type bars were presented there, gun rooms, safe rooms, like different applications that you can just a really cool entrance to. But you can just get this kit, order it up. One was super cool. They had a book like attached to the
Yeah.
handle, so
You open it,
you
yeah.
pull the book back and it opens. Some super cool bar setups. So shout out to that company. Great display. And yeah, a really cool thing. And there's been a lot of that's kind of come into, I don't want to say it hasn't come into production building, but a lot of, I think, custom builders have been doing that for years, and they just offer an off-the-shelf solution that you can just order the whole system from them. And you can also do it with remotes, and it's just magnet locked, and so you just click and opens up. So
Yeah, that was awesome.
What about the dog? We've skipped over the dog.
Oh, we did miss the dog.
Oh.
Ruger? Yeah,
Ruger.
Ruger, the mold sniffing pup.
Impressive. That's something I haven't seen. That was also new
Yeah.
to me to see at the show, because it'd be interesting to see what percentage. I don't think it's high. I think it's pretty low because a home inspector using a dog to sniff out mold
Yeah.
as part of his process. I mean, they're not doing it. There's a lot of markets where that is. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, he said he knew of some other people in Salt Lake City who were doing it,
He
but like,
did.
yeah, but no one here.
Yeah,
The-
and so yeah, he trained his dog to do it, and a super well behaved dog. I mean, it's just one of those things where you go to these things and you see a dog like that, and you're like, I mean, so well behaved, so good. I mean, it does not surprise me at all that dog can sniff out mold.
Mhm.
And so yeah, really, really interesting. I wonder the certifications and stuff though. I'm gonna have to
Mhm.
do a little more research and stuff on that. Because like I want to talk to a realtor that has presented that report to another realtor. Or maybe what happens is the dog finds the mold and then you have like a scientific test done.
It would have to be. It would have to just be that you.
It's just the finding of it, right?
Yeah.
Because what I was thinking, I can already think of like 4 realtors in my market that if I sent them an inspection report and it said, hey, just want to let you know, Ruger found some mold. Can you rectify that?
My cat says there's radon. Yes.
So yeah, but that's the thing. It's the discovery, right?
Yeah.
Like, so in your period, the home inspector says, I imagine this, and he can correct us on this, I'm
Yeah.
sure. That the dog found them, and then you're like, okay, we think it's here,
Yeah.
so we have an indication, and so let's do an additional testing
for sure.
to make sure. But I got to tell you, Ruger's freaking awesome.
I
man.
love that dog.
That dog was fantastic, and super. Just another thing that we talk about technology with home inspections evolving, and just the more information you can know about your house before you move
sure.
in. So
For sure. And unique ways to do it.
I love it. That was brand new to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another thing that we talked about that I specifically remember, and we talk about the show being whiskey, leather. We've kind of hit everything.
Oh, we did.
With the International Builders Show.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people were giving me, mainly my family and other people I know were giving me hell about our tagline there with whiskey, leather, dirt, real estate. I think we've covered all of it. And specifically, though, dealing with the whiskey portion of it, SKS high-end luxury appliances. I was gonna say I pretty much had a meltdown on this. We left the show, and my wife knows, and she said she was asking me because she's like, "Are you going to make me change out one of the appliances in the house, even though it won't match the other ones?" Because this fridge has a built-in craft ice maker, so it makes clear, large format whiskey ice
Spheres.
Yes,
Yeah.
spheres for your craft cocktails. Now, very cool. They said it can only produce 2 to 3 a day, but they have smartly made a storage area beside it so that pre-party for the weekend, you can store all of your craft whiskey ice that is coming straight out of your kitchen freezer.
They said it was 90-something% clear too, and he brought up a good point. That guy was an effective salesperson. He was talking about, like, imagine you're the person at the party who's handing out like sphere ice with tongs. Like, people aren't going to talk about that later. Like,
Like, did he just go to the
Yeah.
freezer and get the? And I'm not like, and I'm into this. Like, ice is a big deal for me. So like, I've got all of the molds, and I inject my ice cubes
with what?
with like a lemon like a lemon
Oh.
honey infusion. So I make like a lemon honey infused ice cube so that as it melts, your drink gets slightly sweeter.
Whoa.
So yeah. I guess I need to have you over.
Yep.
Okay, but it's
As soon as you get that toilet.
But to have that, anyway, knocked it out of the park. I thought that was another super cool appliance move that I've seen. And there are standalone ones, right? Like you can put it up on your counter.
And how much did that refrigerator cost? Do you know?
Lori, let's not talk
And are
about
you
the
buying it?
prices.
Because I looked it up.
I was wondering what they were going to say retail. I thought
can tell you what
thought
he
it
said.
was 9,000 a side, so 9 for the freezer, 9 for the fridge, 18 for the pair.
What he said was a reasonable range for that kind of fridge was
I'm thinking
$9,000 to
$9 and
$12,000.
The 48-inch built-in French door refrigerator with craft ice currently is $15,999.
Was one side freezer, one side fridge, or is that just a one unit? Can you get the matching freezer? We don't know. Okay, we're gonna let her look. That's a lot because what
That's
about
a
the
lot.
other side? I was gonna buy like the one freezer side.
Well, I think it's refrigerator, freezer.
Oh yeah, no.
This
no,
one
no.
was
This
side
was
by
side
side.
by side,
Okay.
and
Oh.
I'm thinking each unit. I thought each unit was gonna be 9, but you're probably gonna tell me it's gonna be 12 now. So we're talking like 24. For
I'm
the
sorry,
pair.
was that 9? Not
That was not for both.
what?
No, no, that's not.
Yeah, the
guarantee
top is the
that's-
fridge and the
That's not.
I
That's
thought it
not
was just
for
a
both.
French door.
No. Those are two separate units.
Oh, I'm out.
oh, okay. So this,
I'm out entirely.
You're out entirely.
Oh yeah, no.
No, it's like the Sub-Zero where like each side could be like one. They could both be refrigerators, or one side. Most people do one side freezer, one side fridge. But
Yeah.
like Sub-Zero and stuff like that, it's competitive with those rates. It is competitive, but I thought it was going to be 9 and 9, and it looks like it's not going to be the case. But
that is
I
not
will
how
tell
shop
you,
for fridges.
love what they're doing with the craft ice.
That was phenomenal.
Built into the freezer.
so the 24-inch column freezer is $82.99.
Yes, I'm in it. $82.99 with sales tax delivered. We're right there at 9 and 9. I know you're out now. You thought it was 9 for the pair. I'm so sorry.
The way I shop for fridges is I go to Lowe's and see which one has the sticker at the front saying "Please take me home." That's how I shop for
A
fridges.
little ding and dent for the no, I get it, but that was super impressive. The other thing that I saw that was crazy is I might need this for baking. I'm not a huge baker. My mother is an incredible baker. I'm not, and there's cameras everywhere now, right? Okay, so it's like you can't
Toilets.
get it. There's cameras everywhere. We talked about the toilets. They've got a camera. There's a camera in the oven. Okay, and we are using, what was the word? I wish I had the words with me. Oh, it was a brand new phrase. You're going to put it up in the clip in the video. It was like detected baking.
I don't
or
remember.
Detected doneness.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
yeah. So the camera is watching your cookie,
Yeah.
and it is analyzing the state of the cookie, and then when it is a perfect hue or shade of brown or doneness, it's telling you that it's done, or it's turning the oven off.
Yeah.
So the camera is helping you. It's AI in baking.
Yeah. KitchenAid had this. Yeah, they just had a camera that watches your food and
I don't know if Carol's gonna like that. The argument for it is that you are able to check on the food without all of the heat escaping, so that you're getting a more consistent doneness of this. It's interesting. And Brian, you brought up a great point. If it goes anything like some of the things I cook, we're gonna have an explosion in that oven at some point. Like there's gonna be stuff, and then we got to clean that.
Yeah,
we
look
got to.
a pork roast, just the normal, like, or chicken, just a bunch of like chicken that's like splattering and stuff. And
we got to clean the camera.
did we ask the price on that one?
We did not.
Lori?
We did not ask the price on that one.
Comes as a single unit for $3,900, and if you want a double oven, it's $4,900.
Okay, so 3,900 with the camera. What's that? That's probably 2,900 standard, or I mean, you know, in
Somewhere in there.
that range. So
It's a nice range.
So you're adding some things with new technology, AI detected doneness. That's not the phrase. It was cooler than that, but it was something like that. So that was another super cool thing that I saw. And then there's so many light fixtures. I got in trouble with my wife over one of the light fixtures because it looked like it should be in a certain place. It was perfect for some establishments, not the home. I don't think the home.
It looks like it would be maybe behind your speakeasy door from Murphy if you use that room for something.
Yeah, so I said
debaucherous.
I looked at that light fixture and I was like, no, that is not a light fixture. And then on top of it, we looked at the pricing on it. And it was like $8,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, so anyway, what they can do with lights and LEDs now, amazing.
Mhm.
Light fixtures at this show, hours and hours upon end. This particular one, I'm a no on. But there is a light fixture for everybody and every establishment.
Someone else saw that light and said, yes, absolutely. Here is my credit card.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was that. And then, I was just AI's everywhere.
Yeah.
AI is in your ovens now. AI is in your toilet. It's in your refrigerator. I mean, that was like a big theme of the show this year. What can we put AI in?
And the answer is everything.
Yeah, I mean,
if the answer is ovens, then the answer is everything.
Yeah, the refrigerator guy started to say like it starts to know your snacking habits.
Yeah.
And then it will adjust the temperature of the fridge. So the kids always get home from school at 2:35. The first thing they do is go to the fridge. So at 2:32, the fridge starts ramping up, lowers the temperature so that when they open the door, it stays consistent. And then it knows that you go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night. Don't get in the fridge again until 6. Pretty common. And so the AI starts to know that schedule. And then it actually is able to lower the compressor speed and maintain the same temperature with less energy. I mean, it just goes. I was like, are you talking about a refrigerator at this point? So, yeah. So anyway, awesome show. Anybody that's even somewhat connected to the building industry, whether it's houses, remodeling, real estate, I would even say mortgage lenders, I think there's something for everybody at this show, and construction and builders, and I think you've got to go a couple years because it is overwhelming. Like you start to get a strategy to it. It's one of those things where you learn a few more things, but like we didn't get to, 3 days. We didn't get to, I would say there's an argument could be made that we saw half, but there were things I wanted to stop at and look at longer. And I didn't get to because I knew we only had 3 days there. So, so I would say I'm a huge fan of it. And I got to tell you this too. And loved Orlando as a host in that too, but it's back at Vegas now and it's staying in Vegas for 10 years. So all you West Coasters, and I will tell you this, the difference will be transportation because the hotels around this convention center, you get on the shuttle and then you're on the shuttle for like an hour and a half. So you get, you leave the hotel at 8, you're not at the show till 9:30. That is not the case in Vegas. When I've gone in Vegas before, you can stay at a hotel that has a Tesla tunnel connected to it. You can jump in a Tesla right over there. You can take the tram. The convention center, the setup in Vegas, I think, is so much easier to experience this and the number of flights in and out. So West Coast, here we come.
Yeah.
International Builders Show.
Way cheaper flight.
We can go next year.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we do a photo next year. But yeah, we're that was a very, very unique experience. I've put together a couple of different vlogs for it that'll be
Love
coming
it.
out. Maybe before this, maybe they're already out. But I mean, the only way to find out is to subscribe to the channel. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Do it.
Yep. So check it out. We're gonna have so many videos from IBS, toilet cameras, and cocktail ice and bondage lights. That's the channel we run.
Yep. There you go. See you guys next time.
See you there.